In this lesson, we're going to talk about real-world application problems using systems of equations, or basically just word problems using systems of equations. In this class, we do systems of equations in two variables. So since we have two variables, we must have two equations. So you want to keep that in mind while we're going through and working these problems. No matter what we're doing, we have to come up with two equations in order to find our answer. So this first example that I want to talk about is called direct translation. And basically that's where we're looking at translating words into some sort of mathematical expression. Now I want to start with this first one, and this says a first number is 4 less than a second number. 4 times the first number is 6 more than twice the second. So find the numbers. Always read through your problem initially just so that you know what you're looking for. Now I'm going to come in, I'm going to label what I'm looking for. I know I need two numbers, a first number and a second number. So I'm going to say x is the first number and y is the second number. Okay. Then I have, in this first sentence, I'm just going to write above it, a first number is, that's x, is means equals, 4 less than a second number. 4 less than a second number. I'm going to write that as y minus 4. When you're doing subtraction, which that is a subtraction statement right there, you always want to go back and look and make sure, because subtraction is almost like a switcheroo. So I have 4 less than my second number, so it ends up being y minus 4. So there's my first equation right there. The second equation says, in the second sentence, 4 times the first number is. So 4 times the first number is 6 more than, that's addition, 6 more than twice the second. Twice the second. So now I have my two equations. I'm going to rewrite them down here. We have x is equal to y minus 4. The second equation is 4x equals 6 plus 2y. And from the previous lectures on solving systems of equations, this is a really good example or a really good time. I'm going to use the first equation and substitute it into the second equation. Since the first equation is already solved for x, we're going to plug it into the second equation. So I'm going to rewrite this second equation as 4 times y minus 4, because that's what x was equal to, is equal to 6 plus 2y. Now I have an equation in one variable and I can solve it. So let's distribute the 4. I end up with 4y minus 16 is equal to 6 plus 2y. I'm going to collect my y's over here on the left hand side by subtracting 2y, and I get 2y minus 16 is equal to 6. Now I'm going to add 16 to the right hand side, and I get 2y is equal to 22. Divide both sides by 2, and I find out that y is equal to 11. So my first number is 11. Now we need to go back in, plug it into this first equation to find out what x is. So I have x is equal to 11 minus 4, which we know that's equal to 7. So I found out that x was 7 and y is 11. So I could write this as 7, 11. Okay, so direct translation, taking just a sentence and translating it into a mathematical expression.